Thank you for coming today. So, I teach Buddhism for free for you. You can ask me anything. I hope you do, because if I don't know what you're thinking, if I don't know your doubts, I cannot help you like directly. But still, I will convey Buddhism to you all. So this is where I study, purelandschool.com. And the last maybe 2 or 3 lessons, I'm not sure. The only questions I have answered are or belong to the same student, and it's only one one student. So I hope more people, more of you guys watching these videos, ask me something, so I know what you're thinking, what are your thoughts, and I can help you. Of course, you can just sit and watch, and you will still learn. But it would be better if you ask. This is the purpose I'm doing this. This is one of the reasons. So please ask me, okay? So, from the same student as last week and the week before, I think, I have 2 questions. So the first one is about destiny, understanding destiny. Is there a destiny? Is there no destiny? And what's the definition, or how to understand this? And the second question would be about negative thoughts. This student of mine, wants to get rid of these negative thoughts against other people, like like that person, and this is very natural. This is a very human thing to have. So this person is asking for advice. So, about the first question, destiny. So when I hear the word destiny, I think about a bus or a train going to a place and has a proper destination. Like, this is going to this city, so it's destiny, And I also think about this idea that people may have of a fixed destiny. It means like something that is meant to happen and is going to happen no matter what, and there's nothing we can do to change that. That would be like a fixed idea of destiny. And then there is another idea that I can imagine about destiny, which would be the result of doing. For example, you are lazy, you don't work. The destiny of that would be not to have money. Or if you work hard and you get paid, the destiny of that, or the effect, would be to have money. So the idea of a fixed destiny in Buddhism, well, before I say this, it would be better if I tell you how to think. So in Buddhism, everything is based on the law of cause and effect, as I explained before. The effects or things that we see, things that happen, have an origin, a cause. So there is a cause that causes or brings an effect. And then again and again, without stopping. This is the law of karma, or karma means deed. Deed means cause, or cause means deed. So there is something you do, something that exists, and then there is another thing that comes from that, an effect. So, since this is the universal truth, because there is nothing everything has an origin. There is something that happened before this is there existing, and there will be a future for this. Will end up, I don't know where in the future. This probably in 100 years from now. I don't know if this window will be the same. They will replace it. Maybe this whole building will be demolished and there will be a new building. I don't know. So everything has a past and a future. There's a cause and effect for everything. This is the universal truth taught in Buddhism that runs in the 3 worlds and the 10 directions. Everywhere in the universe and in the 3 worlds, like past, present, and future world. So when you have a question, before asking, you can also analyze if this thought you have, this idea, goes in accordance or against the law of cause and effect. And if it goes against the law of cause and effect, then it's not belonging to the universal truth. So the idea of a fixed destiny, like something that is going to happen no matter what, and we cannot do anything to change that, that would be going against the law of cause and effect, because it's saying that that day, at that time, this is going to happen and there is nothing we can do to change that. Well, if we change our deeds, we can change the effects. So something that is fixed, whether in the present or in the future, it would go against the law of cause and effect. Because the law of cause and effect is saying you do good deeds, good things happen, bad deeds, bad things happen. So there is nothing fixed. You are the one creating your own destiny, even though we don't use the word destiny that much. We use fate, like a result, you know. We do good deeds, good things happen. So it's easier maybe for you to understand it this way. The past creates the present. For example, you had good grades in a test. You were at school, you had good grades. That's the present. And the past created the present. So because you studied for this test, you have good grades. If you didn't study, you had bad grades. So the past creates the present. So if you look at your present now, you will realize the present you and your reality is just created from your past, the decisions you have made. So you are who you are right now. And it's the same for the future. You are having your life, you are doing the things you do, and you're creating your own future. Okay, so in 10 years from now, you will be the result of what you do from this point until 10 years from now. As simple, as logical as that. So that's the idea of destiny in Buddhism. You could say there is a destiny or there is no destiny. You create your own destiny. Okay? So that's the first question. And I don't know, the idea was that these videos are not too long, but maybe this time it will take me a little longer. Sorry about that. So here I have past, present, future. So cause, the past would be the cause. And for every cause there is an effect, right? So the effect would be the present. And also, the present is a cause. And the effect would be the future. This can be an example for the grades on the test. That example I just explained would be like an example regarding your present life. You know, something that happens within this lifetime. But this truth, or the law of cause and effect, runs through the three worlds. It means this is working before you were born, while you are living, and in your next life. So the second question was about having negative thoughts and wanting not to have these negative thoughts, especially regarding other people. Like, you know. So when I think about this question, the two possible emotions or negative emotions that people do have, and this student wish not to have, would be envy and anger. So to understand this, in Buddhism, envy is also called envy or ignorance. It is called also ignorance because someone who is ignorant about the law of cause and effect is envy about other people's fortune. Because if you look at, for example, happy family or a millionaire or something, and you feel envy, like, oh, I wish I had that luck, or I wish I had that reality, right? Like this life I'm seeing. You are being envy because you are not understanding that there is a cause that created this effect of having this life you are seeing. Like you see a guy riding an expensive car, you know, and you're like, oh, why he has that and not me? Well, you are being ignorant of the law of cause and effect and how it works. So it enables, let's say, enables for him to have this life. If you think that things happen just because of good luck or bad luck, then you are ignorant of the law of cause and effect. When you understand this law, you understand why people have different lives. So this is why it's called envy or ignorance. So when you understand this, you shouldn't be feeling like that too much, if that's the way you feel, which is a negative way of feeling. The other one would be anger. To be angry. Anger is usually something that arises when we are pursuing our desires and something is blocking it. So we get angry because we were just there and something is blocking, like we are in the traffic, right? We are riding a car and there is lots of cars, so you're getting late or whatever and you get angry. So anger would be another negative emotion regarding other people. So first, it's very important to understand this. And then my student also asked me, is there some kind of meditation or something we can do to get rid of this? Well, I think I have to explain about meditation in the next lesson, because nowadays the idea of what people have about meditation is very vague. It's not the original purpose of meditation, which is very deep. And I can talk about this in the next lesson. So for now, my message to my student would be, try to understand the law of cause and effect better in a way that you don't need to feel envy, or anger. Also understand anger as something that you don't want to have, because anger, the only thing that brings you is unhappiness at the end, because you are not happy when you are angry. And if you think about it, everybody wants to be happy. That's universal. Like, everybody just wants to be happy. So when you're angry, you are getting farther away from happiness. And also, when you say things when you are angry, or you do things under this emotion, you will say bad words and do bad deeds, so you will regret. So anger is like fire. If you get, if you let this fire just go on, you will burn the house, and then you will have the ashes and regret. So when you're angry, the best thing would be to count until 10. And there are studies that say that in the first 6 seconds is when anger is the most dangerous, So careful with getting angry. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for your time. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.